Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another PGR reaction. Today we have Wake from the Mirage. This one is by GhostFinal and Polyblue, which is the first time I think I've ever seen that combo, and I love GhostFinal. Polyblue I'm less familiar with, / maybe I've never even heard a song from. The name sounds weirdly familiar though, so maybe. Obviously I'm getting to this one because it's the new thing, and also it's GhostFinal, so I immediately know it's gonna be a banger, and I suppose without further ado, let's go! I'm getting like a city pop vibe already. Oh yeah! Hell yeah! Let's fucking go! I already love it. It's already great. It's already brilliant. Is this gonna be just la-la-las? Just vocalizing? You know what? That's a vibe. I got no arguments. I'm just chilling now. This is such a comfy vibe. I love city pop. I can't help it. I'm loving the like crusty drum sound they've got. Very aged. Ooh. Having a little bit of fun with it. It's always that break. Ooh. Speaking of breaks, this is different. Complete genre switch up. Now GhostFinal said, wait a second, it's my turn. Hell yeah. That is an amazing switch up. I mean, it just kind of cuts a line in the middle of the song, but it's such a welcome cut. I love city pop, and I love this heavy acidic EDM, like clubby sort of sound. Oh, man. Whew. And that's where it ends. And only to use it that way, too, just for like a little bit of energy at the end. That was fun. I thought I was jumping to conclusions, saying it was city pop right off the bat. I apparently wasn't, and I have had such a fun experience as a result. All right, so obviously I love this song. I love city pop. It's one of my favorite genres, basically of all time. It's just so comfortable and open and inviting. You can't help but like it. I know so many people who love this genre and are like afraid to admit that they like the genre for some reason. Like it's a shame to like it for whatever purpose. I don't know, but I keep telling people, love what you love. You should always enjoy the music you like. It doesn't matter what the fuck anyone else says. Enjoy what you do. I do. I love everything. I like city pop as much as I love metal. I love everything in between and everything on either side. It doesn't matter. Love what you love. And this song is kind of the perfect example of that, with how it handled itself in balance between that first and second part. But obviously, let's start with the first part. There was so much generalized city pop vibes going on here. Very Maria Takeuchi, like all of that. Everything with like Plastic Love and that sound. Miki Matsubara as well, another amazing city pop artist. That's the person who made Stay With Me. That specific like snare, the ba-dap, ba-dap, that's literally like the Stay With Me. You know how it goes. Anyway, so this is just a giant hodgepodge of concepts for that genre. Just all these ingredients thrown into a stew. And like, there you go. Now you've got it. And it's It's just so much fun. Obviously, that's something you have to do as well. When you're making any sort of homage or trying to replicate a genre, you need to focus on the things that make that genre important, what makes it original, what makes it unique. And this song definitely nails every aspect of that, from using the specific like horns that they were using down to like what I was mentioning with the drum kit and how that was mixed in there, sounding kind of like old and faded, a little crispy and crunchy in the background, almost like it was like running on a vinyl in the back of the recording studio while everything else was happening. It's just an aesthetic. I can't recall any specific song that has done exactly that before, and I don't think that they borrowed that from anything that I've at least heard, or at least I'm recalling, but it's still a cool aesthetic to have there. And again, it just kind of ties everything together. The entire mix on this was fantastic. Like I said, using all those horns and everything, that's an aesthetic thing too. You've got to do that if you're borrowing this. The warmth in the guitars and everything, the general mix was just phenomenal here, but I don't expect anything else from somebody like GhostFinal and apparently Polyblue, who I'm assuming had the most hand in this first part because I don't know their music as well. So I'm assuming that they're the one that brought this tone to the forefront with GhostFinal's help, and obviously GhostFinal could have easily had more hand in it than I know, but that's because I don't know Polyblue's work nearly as much, if at all, so I'm just assuming that that gap in stylistic choice is filled by the other person, whereas the second part definitely felt more like GhostFinal's usual approach to music, and I think that makes more sense to assume that that was specifically GhostFinal, which I also love that second part. I've always talked about how much I love that like really clubby sort of sound, that tone that comes from like the late 90s, early 2000s, that very pumping sort of energetic tone, and I love that they blended them together like this, because there really isn't a better way to blend them together than this, because there really isn't a way to blend them together. So they had this like line drawn firmly between the two variants of this track, and they just kind of faded it out of one and into the other, and that's again really the only thing you can do. I can't really imagine a way that you would naturally progress this into the other version with how much stylistic difference there is, and that's perfectly fine. It's not a negative at all. It's just a matter to point out that sometimes when you want to do something like this, it happens a lot with like remix variants as well, you need to just stop or fade out all the time. Happens constantly, where you just need to stop the song and fade it out and work yourself into the other one. I mean, it is kind of crossfaded here in a way, but not nearly like a one-to-one sort of mashup. It's not like it's going to line up perfectly given all the differences in sound and approach. So again, it totally makes sense, but I also love that they did that, trying to show this like separation between these two variants of probably the character that we're seeing on screen. I don't know the character, so I don't know how much that may align with their personality, but I love that they did this anyway and like gave this room to artists who are willing to work through those different stylistic approaches and get a little bit more experimental with how they approach these sorts of things. It's something I know that GhostFinal has done before. Polyblue, again, not really ringing a bell. If I've heard them in something from PGR, I cannot recall what it is, but I feel like their name is familiar, so it's kind of bugging me. But either way, obviously they know how to work together because they did this and it sounds brilliant and I love how it sounds and I think they did a fantastic job. Really not much else to say though. This was just a really good song and I hope that everyone else enjoyed it. Like I said, enjoy what you enjoy. If you like this genre, I fucking hope you love it. Like, stick with it. You can like whatever you want. You can like multiple stuff at the same time, you know? I feel like that's such an issue for so many people that they are like, oh, I'm getting bored of this one thing. It's like there are so many artists within that genre that you haven't even heard yet. I'm sure there's something else in there for you to find out. So by all means, experiment, go out and listen to different genres, but at the same time, don't abandon things just because you've heard the same song 20 times. That's your fault. Go listen to multiple people, more people. There's so many other artists out there that are willing to make more music that you probably will love if you ever hear it. So don't be afraid to go out on a little bit of a musical journey and hear different variants of stuff even. So give that a shot if you haven't ever thought of it, but that's really beside the point. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you want me to get to another song from PGR, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that. And I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!